We're so excited that Joseph Howell could find a few minutes out of his schedule to talk to us today. Let's get to it.
No spoilers, but what can you share about your book that we wouldn't find on the jacket cover?
Monique, that's a very good question. I think that the jacket cover wouldn't have on it that the person who reads it is going to have a personal relationship with the ideas that are brought up in my book, Know Your Soul. It's going to be a individual journey that the reader can have really with their own development of their own higher self. They'll be able, through the stories that I tell and through the medium of the Enneagram, which I use, to be able to figure out their own soul's journey and the things along the way that have really made their deepest self what that deepest self might be. And so many people don't think about their deepest self. They think about their personality and their likes and their dislikes. But there is another self underneath our egoic self that is the real driver of how we move in this world and what our intentions are and what we really, really want. And that is the soul level of being. And so many of us are just completely detached from it and identify with the really the superficial aspects of being human. So this book will is a vehicle for anyone who reads it seriously. It's a vehicle that takes them down to the deep of their own being, to show them the hidden things. And it gives them the freedom to grow so that they can become more of their true selves, the fulfillment of the seed which was planted in us at our making. And who wouldn't want to know more about that?
I think Sigmund Freud would.
Yes, and Carl Jung.
Oh, yeah. So, why would Know Your Soul make a great book club selection?
Well, I think it'd be a fantastic book, not only for an individual reader who wants to take a deeper journey, but also for a club, which connotes to me the interactive style of a club in terms of discussion. Um, inquiry and self inquiry and mutual inquiry in a group is a very powerful thing because the collective of a group has greater wisdom than all of the individuals themselves. So, with a book that has this depth and this ability to empower us to move from a deeper part of us, would be exponentially powerful for a group to discuss. It will augment all kinds of energies. It will excite a group. It will, I believe, get people to talk from their deepest selves instead of from their superficial selves. And it will make the group aware of the two tracks that we can talk from: the egoic track, which is mostly on the surface, has depth, but it's got different intentions than the soul's ability to communicate with others. And when you get two souls who are talking, or a group of people who are talking from the soul level, it takes out competition, it takes out impressing other people, it takes away the whole thing about the ego needing to assert its own worldview. Coming from the soul is a much more receptive and interactive way of being with our fellow human beings.
Yeah, it's like coming back to the basics. Ancient
Yeah,
world, sitting around a fire, our souls speaking to one another.
there you go. And these days, there's not enough of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lonely people. They say there's an epidemic of loneliness.
It's just because they've forgotten. And this is ancient knowledge.
It is very ancient knowledge, discovered really by someone from Europe, an Armenian Russian Orthodox gentleman by the name of George Ivanovich Gurdjieff, and he brought this knowledge to the West from regions northern Afghanistan, from monasteries in that region. And again, it was made known to the West by another very important Enneagram author, Oscar Ichazo, who we are very thankful for his insights into this ancient knowledge.
Okay, so what's the best book, fiction or nonfiction, that you've read in the last year and why? It's going to be good, I know it.
Well, it was a book by Oscar Ichazo called The Divine Forms. He is the one who divined the Enneagram of Personality and 108 other Enneagrams, by the way, or Enneagons. And basically, this book is exciting to me because he explores the Enneagram in terms of our higher self, our divine self, which is our soul. And it just goes into tremendously pithy detail about the capacities that human beings have to delve into that give us more ability really to love one another, to understand each other, to have empathy for one another. And there really, he calls these aspects of the divine, which he says we were all born as a divine child, which, also comes from early Greek philosophy. But this divine child is what I call in my book and write about the soul child. And we have lost touch with our own soul child, that innocent part of us, Monique, that we were born as, that had no ego, that had no want to kill or lie or do anything to really be anything other than its lovable self, who all it needed was a diaper changed and to love and be loved. And that is hopefully the being inside of us that we're on the way back to. It's our essence, our divine child, our soul child. And I write about this in my book, Know Your Soul, because that concept is really the gateway to our soul, because most of us remember something about our early childhood that is beautiful, wonderful, innocent, pure, full of goodness, and in reliving and re-embodying that little person inside of us opens up a whole new world to understanding all of the soul qualities we still have today and that we still have access to. And getting access to these, I believe personally, one by one and organization by organization, is going to be what's going to help save this species called humanity.
For more information about Joseph Howell's book, please check out the book club page on the booktrib.com website.